Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets&Quants, and I have with me today two 2015 Rutgers Business School MBA graduates. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have Katrina, Garrier, and I have Paul, Rosiak. Both of them are going have great jobs. Katrina is going to Byrne as an assistant brand manager, and Paul is going into it's a rotational program in finance with Pfizer.
Exactly.
Super. So tell me what Rutgers was like for both of you.
Rutgers was an incredible learning experience, and I had a great time with both the staff and the students. They were very supportive. We supported each other. We challenged each other in a positive way, and it was just, it made me a strong enough candidate to be even considered as an applicant and an assistant brand manager for Bayer.
Because you're making a career switch from working in an advertising agency as a media buyer to a totally new industry and a totally new position.
That's right.
Yeah. And Paul, how about you?
It was a team experience. I felt like I was basically getting involved as part of a program that was very collaborative, in a sense that I didn't feel like I just entered into some kind of institution to go into some machine to get my degree and my diploma and get the job. It was actually a collaborative environment that I felt like I got myself involved in, and as part of that, as any team, everyone's kind of leveraging each other's strengths and working on each other's weaknesses to really kind of achieve a unified goal.
Right.
So it was great from that perspective.
And you're using the degree to make a transition as well, because you had worked at S&P, you were doing some business development at the end for Capital IQ, and now you're going into finance in the pharmaceutical industry, which is a double jump.
Yeah. I decided to make it easy on myself and jumped in industry and the type of work. But yeah, it was always something that was on my mind. I was at a critical juncture basically on my career. To basically decide that I want to stay on the business development sales side within my industry, or to do what I always kind of had my sights on, was to do some things that are more back end, not front end, and more analytical and looking at businesses from a different perspective. And then me growing up in New Jersey, and then just some of my aspirations about working within the sciences and within pharma, it just became a very perfect, a great fit for me. Yeah. As well as the fact that Rutgers had both of those aspects that I wanted to achieve. They have world recognition for what they do in those areas.
So what did it feel like? I think a lot of times it's hard to capture the emotions or the feelings of a program, but to the extent that you can, and those feelings describe the culture, what words would you place on them?
The first word that comes to mind is humble. And I think plenty of authors and leaders have said that in order to be a good leader, you have to be humble. You have to be sharp enough to lead a team, but also humble enough to, have people relate to you and inspire others. And Rutgers is just that. We carry a big name. We can impact the world, the pharmaceutical industry, supply chain industries, and all the other concentrations Rutgers has to offer. Yet it's a flexible and nimble enough program where the students can become involved and really implement the changes that they want out of the program for not only the current class that they are in, but for future classes and the program as a whole and their ranking. So I think, Rutgers is a behemoth of a MBA program brand, but it's just soft enough so that you feel comfortable being in the program and confident enough to achieve your goals.
And Paul, how about for you?
I'd say two that initially stood out was energetic and dynamic.
Yeah.
There's a sense of energy that you see, that you feel in your different classes, that also coincides with the energy that you see within all the different offices, whether it's within the dean's offices, the different programs on the different floors that house the different programs, to student services and so on. There's a consistency that exists there that adds a little bit of comfort, and it also allows you to now focus your energy, all the energy that I'm talking about, combine those two to basically, to achieve a lot of unique things, whether it's switching industries in your career for yourself, or that in conjunction with building the Rutgers brand and building our relationships with the different employers that we have recruiting from from the school, and that OCM, our Office of Career Management, is working with, and achieving great things.
Biggest highlight of the program for you was?
So the biggest highlight was I had the opportunity to take part of the biopharmaceutical case competition that we host. It is one of the top 3 case competitions in this industry in the United States among the ABA programs that we host, and we have sponsored by pharmaceutical companies that are within the New Jersey area that are part of our board and have a lot of feedback for our program.
What other schools come to compete in?
So it was MIT, we had UPenn, we had Kellogg, we had Duke. There was a long list of schools.
Who won?
And we ended up winning.
Congratulations.
Thank you.